Defensive end Max Crosby of the Raiders gets paid 4 years, $95 million. Great for him. I know a lot of people like Max Crosby. I haven't seen a lot of his gameplay, but all right, he got paid, so GG's. Bobby Wagner. Here's I'm not gonna dwell on Max Crosby for that long because, again, as you know, I'm not a big fan of the Raiders organization, and I just don't watch their games. I live in Ohio. We're a little far from Las Vegas, so anyways, Bobby Wagner. Looks like there might be trouble brewing in Seattle again, as he didn't find out release from the team. He found it out from good old social media. That is not a first time player saying that about the Seahawks, which I think is troubling. That's the third or fourth player that's came out and said, "Hey, we got released by the Seahawks, and we found out on social media they didn't have the balls to come and tell us." So, there's definitely trouble brewing in Seattle. Hopefully, we don't. Hopefully, we don't turn into the Dolphins or Cleveland, where we get way too dysfunctional and don't get Deshaun Watson. But I think that is a little troubling that he is like the third or fourth player to say that he didn't find out. Because what wasn't it Richard Sherman didn't know he was released until social media, and then there's been just a few others, or traded out of Seattle has been another one, and they weren't told until social media. So, and Bobby Wagner's been with the Seattle franchise 10 years. I would imagine they're going to retire his jersey, so why they would treat him like that and just throw him out on his way, not even tell him, no clue. Disappointed in the Seahawks on that one. But he is looking to go to the 49ers. Cowboys are interested. I think he'd work great with Leighton Vander Esch. I think Leighton Vander Esch is a great player. I think Bobby Wagner could teach him a few things. Going to 49ers, just make their defense stronger. I don't think Bobby Wagner is going to change the life. Kind of like Cleo Mack. They're both not going to change the life of the Chargers, 49ers, or Cowboys if they get there. But they can change a few players and how they play. Bobby Wagner, I would like him to be the mentor for Leighton Vander Esch, one of my favorite players by far. And yeah, I think that'd be great for Leighton. I think he'd be a more successful player. Here's another interesting story about the Cowboys coming out. They released Greg the Leg Zuerlein. He'd been there for a few years. I didn't write down how many, but these were his season stats. 2021, 29 for 35 field goals. The longest he kicked was 56. Normally it's about 59, I think, on his. He was 42 through 48 on extra points. That's not his worst season overall, but that is the worst extra points. And I'm seeing people really confused about Greg Zuerlein's release. And I was confused at it first too, because I thought he still had it. 29 for 35 is fine, whatever. That's a 82.5% of percentage on the makes about that. Not the best, but it works. What I would be concerned about, though, is he missed 6 extra point kicks. That's not looking good for you. I can see if that's the angle why they released him. If they released him for any other reason, then I'm confused. But if they released him on extra point, missing 6 field goals from that distance,